15 million babies are born prematurely worldwide each year, and more than 80% of these births occur in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa. Recent data reveals that this rate is increasing in almost all countries. However, the rate can vary widely in different countries. For example, preterm births make up 13.4% of deliveries in North Africa, compared to 8.7% in Europe. The figure on the screen shows that the global average preterm birth rate in 2010 was 11.1%. Preterm birth rates varied widely between countries, from about 5% in several northern European countries to 18% in Malawi. In 88 countries, this rate was lower than 10%. Of the 11 countries with estimated rates of 15% or more in 2010, all but 2 were in sub-Saharan Africa. Rates are highest for low-income countries, followed by lower middle-income countries, and the lowest preterm birth rates were for upper-middle income countries and high-income countries. The regions with the highest preterm birth rates in 2010 were Southeastern Asia, South Asia, and Sub-Saharan Africa. More than 60% of all preterm births were estimated to have occurred in Sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, where 9.1 million births were estimated to be preterm in 2010. This second figure on the screen lists the 10 countries with the highest numbers of estimated preterm births, accounting for 60% of all preterm births. The U.S. alone accounts for 42% of all preterm births in the developed region category. This third figure on the screen comes from a more recent study that estimated the global prevalence of preterm birth to be 10.6% in 2014. Looking at the map, the darker the purple color, the higher the preterm birth rate. Bangladesh had the highest preterm birth rate at 19.1%, followed by Tanzania at 16.6% and India at 13.6%. This fourth figure on the screen shows the prevalence of preterm birth from 2014 to 2018 in Guatemala, India, Pakistan, Kenya, Zambia, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The overall rate of preterm birth across the sites was 12.6%, with the highest rates in the Pakistan site and the Democratic Republic of the Congo sites, and the lowest rates in the Indian and Kenyan sites. Although the United States is a developed country, the preterm birth rate has been rising in recent years. In 2021, preterm birth affected about 1 of every 10 infants born in the United States. The preterm birth rate rose 4% in 2021. That is, it rose from 10.1% in 2020 to 10.5% in 2021. Every year, the organization March of Dimes releases a report card on the state of maternal and infant health. For their 2022 publication, March of Dimes awarded the U.S. with a report card grade of a D+. Because the preterm birth rate differs across states, they also consider the grade of each state individually. On the screen are their 2022 report card grades for each state. Only one state, Vermont, received an A grade for having the lowest preterm birth rate at 8%. 7 states received a B grade, including California, with its preterm birth rate of 9.1%. Interestingly, the states with B grades tended to either be on the West Coast, except for Idaho, or along the East Coast. A cluster of 10 states in the southeastern part of the country had the highest preterm birth rates, therefore receiving a grade of an F. Of these southeastern states, Mississippi had the highest preterm birth rate at 15%, which is the highest rate of all the states in the U.S. Racial and ethnic differences in preterm birth rates continue to be recognized. In 2021, the rate of preterm birth among African American women, 14.8%, was about 50% higher than the rate of preterm birth among white or Latino Hispanic women, 9.5% and 10.2% respectively. The figure on the screen shows the disparity across states. States in a darker purple have a higher racial ethnic disparity.